twice. Because I knew you were going to hit him. Alright, so, and then you'll take one roll.
That's not a natural weapon.
Doesn't matter. Melee, natural, anything. So, only ranged doesn't hit. I know.
Long spikes, I guess?
Long spikes. Yeah, like a porcupine. Alrighty. So he's dead and gone. Now you got 3 of his buddies left. Alright, Cormir, what you got, buddy? I know you got a really cool spell you can use. I know you do.
I don't know.
You do? I'm pretty sure. Check your 6th level spell. He's got something better than that.
The burst?
Even better.
Teleport?
Look at your spells, buddy.
Yeah, no, I think I want to cast Disintegrate on something.
Sounds good.
Alright, I'll try it on this guy.
Why not, right? Oh yeah, he does have Cloak of the Bat. I forgot about that. Good point. So, let's see. So he takes half damage. It'll be half damage.
The one night I miss, you guys get all those staring at swords.
Yes. just think what you would have got if you would have been there. Nice job. Alright, strong work. Do you want a 5-foot step?
Yeah, I just hope I don't die next turn.
We'll find out. If you did, you went out with a Disintegrate spell, so what the hell, right? Alright, Tanner.
How high is that wall, Greg?
It's the same as all the others, 30 feet.
30 feet.
I know one of them was 60, but that's because he cast it short. This one's 30.
Alright. How high is that guy up? Is he pretty high up?
He's 30 feet. Yep. He's right on top of the wall.
Flame strike.
Alrighty.
Wall 2.
Yep. Alright, half damage.
Wall should get full damage though, right?
Yeah. I'm already adjusting it.
Cool.
Alright, so that one's dying. Cormor, you may be able to be reanimated back into ooh. That would be pretty cool. What do you think?
Yeah.
Oh, we need a new action figure of me.
Yeah, we would, yeah. Alright, who's up next? Tanner, do you want to move at all, or are you alright? Actually, I need to extend this a little bit. I think it was there, yeah.
I'm gonna move it right there.
Alright, sounds good. Alright, Carl's turn. Alright, so Cormir, one that's standing in front of you, begins to cast a spell. Tanner, no idea. Cormir, no idea. And he sort of His entire body shape sort of kind of shimmers for a second, and then everything kind of gets sucked into a tiny little dot, and then there's a big bright light, and he disappears from your view. The other one takes a 5-foot step, starts to cast a spell. You can attack of opportunity, Razak. Hit. Go ahead and roll your damage. $25. Damn. Was it 25? 21 you did. Alright. Do his concentration check here and see. Nope. So the spell fizzles. Razak, you're up. Hit. Nice. So he's dead. Any movement at all? Yep, gotcha. So you're just on top of the wall there? Yeah. Alrighty. Chingo, I think, would be next.
Alright, I'm gonna have a double hold action until I have a target to shoot at.
Sounds good.
Something that's available, and then I'll either have Chingo maneuver or whatnot to allow me to shoot her.
Alright.
Or he'll charge itself if it's not behind a wall or too high in the air.
Sounds good. Cormer, you're up.
Going to move down to about there.
Through the wall. You're going to go around 5, 10,
Around the wall.
15. Gotcha. Alright. So it'll be a double move. Okay, gotcha. Alrighty. Tanner, you're up.
Okay, I will. Move to here.
Yep.
And then, while holding my flask to the wall, trying to chill it.
Nice.
I'll try and deselect him, but he's probably on another plane, so I don't think it's going to matter.
Okay.
With my selective casting or channel.
Alrighty. Nice. Alright, so I assume you guys are probably staring around and wait. He doesn't appear. The ice walls gradually disappear. And time goes by and nothing seems to happen.
Alright, I might cast another channel here.
Yeah, go for it.
Oh, lovely. Lovely Chingo, love you. Chingo's gonna come over and give you a lick like your assault lick.
Nice.
Charge double for pets.
Alrighty. So do you guys want to do a rest here? Do you want to move on? What do you guys want to do? You figure you're about 2 days out from Long Shadow. Or not, Long Shadow.
I went through a
Let's move
ton of spells.
Let's move a couple thousand feet or something rather, so at least
Okay.
not, like in the exact area in case they continue to
Yeah.
Or higher.
something.
Sounds good. And then, alright. And if you guys want to find a hidden place off the road, you would have to do a survival check for me. Just to make sure that's a nice hidden spot.
Carl's a survivor.
Carl is a survivor with all his 8 tentacles. Probably just wrap them all around you guys and nobody'd ever see you.
I think Razak has the highest, doesn't he?
Yeah, I think he does. Yeah. All right. Actually, Bose and Rezik both did quite well. So you guys find a spot you feel is pretty comfortable. You guys go ahead and set up for your long rest. I'm going to go ahead and do the long rest, and you guys can change your sleep pattern or whatever. Is there anything on your effects that need to be taken off that you guys can't get? I'll take it off if you do.
Large person on the horse.
Thank you. Oh, I think it popped off already, actually.
All right, then if you can shrink him back down.
Yeah, sure can. All right. I didn't change the token because I've completely closed out that map. So.
That's fine.
All right, so you guys are able to rest throughout the night without any difficulty. You guys wake up to a light amount of snowfall that's kind of fallen on the ground. When you get back to the road, you see that there's a couple, hoof paths down the horse trail, but you don't see any thick traffic, and definitely moving north and south. In the area that you guys had fought, you don't see anything else that appears to have any sort of footprints or markings on the fresh laid snow there. So as you guys continue down the road, you kind of see the city kind of up in front of you, and you see kind of a town that's kind of within the sort of these gentle hills, and there's definitely wide streets, and you kind of see some pleasant kind of wooden buildings that sort of speak of sort of peace and ease. And you see a lot of activity there, despite there being snow, light dusting of snow on the ground. You see people moving around and, kind of going about their business and whatnot. And then you notice that there's a lake just to the northwest of the city that has kind of dark blue waters that's there. And then rising up from a rocky island in the middle of the lake, about a half mile out in the lake, it's a large lake, probably 7-8 miles in diameter. So what's that? 16 kilometers. Sorry. And you see kind of a pale blue castle that's kind of surrounding a tower capped with a vast faceted dome that glitters like a blue jewel. And then there's a 20-foot wide causeway that runs from the village shores all the way out to the castle itself. You guys know from your lore that Long Shadow is kind of a community where a lot of adventurers go. It's up in the northern areas where the land is a little bit more unsettled. It's been known kind of for its magical powers too. A lot of Cormer, you know this from your training, that a lot of wizards kind of go there, especially when they get in their higher, their higher learning, to harness some of the power. There's rumors that you can cast a spell there for a longer duration of time, and it'll actually cause it to be empowered or extended, but it takes a little, you got to really concentrate, and it takes longer to cast that spell. But it's definitely a community where adventurers are well known and interact quite a bit.
Cool. Let's go.
All right, so as you guys continue into the town, you see a lot of people there. They're peaceful. They kind of greet you, without any apprehension.
Without any hoods.
Without any hoods, yeah. Most of them seem to be fairly common folk. I mean, there's some older people that definitely look, they got scars and whatnot. You don't know if they're old adventurers or if they really were more of a, commoners that have had, skirmishes with goblins and whatnot outside. But everybody seems pretty friendly. You do see that there's a large building that appears to be either a large temple or a library or something of sorts, sort of in the center of town. And then you do see that there is a large inn that has a sign that has kind of an eye, and it has almost like the symbol for Ra. It's kind of an eye symbol, and it's got sort of little waves kind of waving out all the way around the sign. Seems to be a very busy place. Most of the people seem to be going in and out, and there doesn't appear really to be any other inns within the area.
Cornered the market, he did.
Yes, he did.
Well, I guess it's the stables for us. Okay. I know when I'm trying to do a certain place.
Rats! Yeah, a little bit of leading there, I agree.
All right, you guys, should we grab a stay at the inn? I'm tired of sleeping on the road. You never
Yeah,
know
that
what kind
sounds
of
good.
hooded behemoths will show their heads up on the road. So I'm more than happy to stay at an inn and get a nice bath and clean up.
So as you come up to the door, there's a young girl that kind of runs out. She's human, probably looks maybe 8 or 9 years old, and she says, "Good day, good sirs. Good day, good sirs. I would like to take your horses back to the stable if you're going to be staying here."
Why, certainly, young maid. But extra little treatment there with the best oats and whatnot for my horse, and he needs a good wetting down and brushing and whatnot. And I toss her a little extra coin there to do it. So I'll throw a gold piece at her to
Okay.
make sure that he's well taken care of.
Sure. She doesn't even look at it. She grabs it, puts it in her pocket. She says, "Absolutely, sir. Of course. Only the best for you. Absolutely. And of course, your horse. What is your horse's name, by chance?"
Chingo.
Chingo. Oh, what a nice name. Come here, Chingo. And you notice that she sort of has kind of a way with animals. Chingo seems very relaxed with her, kind of nuzzles right into her. And she says, "I'll be back in a minute for the rest of the horses." And she quickly takes Chingo around the building to the stable that's in the back. And she comes back and collects any of the other animals that you guys have. I think you all have horses, if I remember correctly. Yeah, Tanner, you don't notice anything unusual with the young girl. She seems very proper and has been trained very well. She does have a way with animals, though, but you feel that she's got good intentions.
Okay, I was just when she was asking about the name of the horse.
Oh yeah, no problem. It doesn't appear that she was digging for information. It looked like she just was being cordial and treating you with respect. So she collects the other horses and takes them around, and she says, "Please, go in. Please go ahead and go inside. Just talk to the gentleman in front of the door, and he'll help you find room and see what type of accommodations you would like." So when you guys walk in, it's kind of a big 3-story building. It's really quite large, and it looks very nice outside. Almost looks not noble-ish, but it definitely looks more not like a normal inn that you guys would see on the road. This looks very fancy and whatnot. When you walk in, there's a gentleman that's kind of sitting there, sort of behind a desk that's over to the side. And as you come in, you see that the floor is a very nice wood floor. He stands up. He says, he's Elvin. He says, "Good day, sirs. I understand that you will be staying here for the night. Is that correct?"
Indeed.
Yes. We have a myriad of rooms. Do you have any flavors that you would like, or any sort of theme type rooms that you would like? As you guys look inside, you see that it's appears to be a very clean establishment. Has a large ballroom, and there's several fireplaces there. There's nice china on the tables. Everybody's drinking out of sort of crystal glass. There's some beautiful magical chandeliers hanging that has sort of a blue and green magical flame kind of giving off a nice glow. The bar is a real nice deep dark wood that kind of goes around. Everybody is sort of dressed really very prim that works there, but you see a vast variety of people inside, anyone from a commoner to people that look to be very affluent in the area. There's some adventurers sitting around. Seems to be kind of a bizarre type of appearance.
Well, I'd like to get some comfortable rooms and a bath. We've all been on the road a little bit and kind of gotten a nasty little scrape not that far back, and so we'd like to get the smell of the evil beasts off of us.
Sure. And so he says, "Of course, sir, of course. We have rooms with all that have baths in their own. Would you like one of those rooms? And we do have a set of rooms that are connected, that have separate doors, but are all in the same location where your party can stay together. Would that be accommodable for you?"
That'll work fine.
Excellent. He says, 1 minute, please. And he kind of turns around, and you see a little halfling that's kind of sitting behind him, who's kind of dressed up in sort of a bow tie, and he's got a long sort of coat there. And he says, please take them up to rooms 316 to 333. Do you guys have any items that you'd like us to secure in our wizard safe? He kind of looks over to Cormer.
Yeah, you can lock him up, but I don't think he'll appreciate it.
Oh no, sir, not locking you up. If you have any specific items that are magical that you'd be concerned about that you don't want anybody to mess with, Manzorian and his friends here all protect the magicians or the sorcerers and wizards very well. They're very well liked in the town, and we want to make sure none of their items are stolen.
So you're saying that there's thieves abound in your inn?
No, we haven't had any thieves in about 758 years, but you never know when it may be. Well, because we like to be a little safe, that's why.
A little safe. Then nobody's going to steal anything, but we want to lock up your stuff in case someone steals it. I got it.
Yeah, well, we just like to be cautious. You understand. Just as he's kind of saying that, you kind of hear a female voice behind you say, she's like, Cormer, Bose, Razik, it's so good to see you guys again. And
We get that everywhere.
when you turn around, you see a familiar face. She kind of runs up and kind of gives Bose a big hug.
What is it, Ooze Mom?
It's Celeste, actually. No, Celeste was...
She was one of our sponsors or something.
Yeah, exactly, for the Champions game. That's right. She says, I'm so sorry I didn't get to see you guys fight. I had to come back to Long Saddle. I was called by Madorian because he needed me to do some things for him. How did it go? I heard you guys did quite well, actually.
They tried to cheat on us and stuff. Dirty tricks and whatnot, but yeah, we were successful.
Excellent, and you'll be happy to see, and she kind of points behind her, and you guys see sitting at the table is a wizard that you guys knew very well in Waterdeep, and he sort of lifts the glass and kind of crawls out and kind of comes over, and you notice that it's Elagos, the wizard that was there, and
Nice.
he also comes up and says, hey guys, I'm glad that you made it back. How was Alustin?
It's good. I give him a warm greeting.
Thank you. I'm glad you guys are here, though. Manzorian had sent for all of us. I think Alustin is supposed to be coming as well. He's heard the dire news, and he wanted all of us to kind of come together to talk. He says, "Have you met Chimera yet?"
I don't think so.
Oh.
Killed one a while back.
Sorry. Oh, this is a Chimera's sort of the one of Manzorian's trusted confidants. She was going to be waiting for you outside the town when you guys were coming in. We knew you were coming up, but she must not have been. She wasn't out by the road when you guys came in.
Was it a young girl who
No.
may have taken our horses?
No. This is a elven female. She's typically dressed in a set of robe. She's been with Manzorian for a long time, to be honest. You probably haven't met him. Please come have a seat. And he looks over to the halfling. He says, "Good sir, if you can hand them their keys, I'll be more than happy to show them where their rooms are." The halfling kind of nods, and Elagos kind of tosses him a gold, and he nods again and kind of moves away. And Celeste is like, come on, let's just sit down and talk.
All right, let us get some ale and whatnot, and gather our stuff together and
Alrighty.
get some seats. And we would like some fresh food.
Ah, very good. So they kind of call over, and the male human comes over, and he says, "Hello, I am the chef. We have anything that you would like? Is there anything in particular that you are interested in? We just got a great course of Menticore that came in. The tail is delicious."
No, thank you. Really don't want to eat any nasty, thick beasts. I prefer some venison or boar. Or
Oh, absolutely.
some fresh stew
Absolutely.
with some nice hearty chunks of meat in it.
Yes. And little potatoes.
Lot of potatoes.
All right. Half Orc, I know you guys love Manticore. Would you like some?
Yes, I will try some.
Oh, excellent. Very good. He kind of goes back and gets some food. And
Manticore shit ends up tasting better than mine. I'm gonna be upset.
there you go. And then he quickly scurries back and he says, "I am so sorry. Would you like a little tea, Cormier? I mean, wizard?"
A spot of tea.
Sure.
Excellent, excellent. And for the man of the cloth?
Ale.
Tea? Yeah, that's not gonna work for me.
Oh.
You got anything a little heavier?
We do. We have some dwarven stout down in the basement.
Okay, yeah, that'll work.
Excellent, very good.
Yeah, he likes doing stout dwarvens.
Yes, we get a delivery every few months from the dwarves from the south. Yes, yes. I don't know if you've ever tried it.
Never tried dwarf.
Oh, and then Elagos says, "I'll have the same." And Celeste says, "Yes, could you please bring out my favorite?" "Oh, of course, Miss Celeste, absolutely." And he quickly goes back into the kitchen and kind of brings out the food. And as she's gone, Celeste says, "I'm really sorry that I left." And I had returned back to the city to see what was going on, and Elagos had filled me in, and we came here together. Any new details that you guys have found pertaining to these foul green worms that you guys were dealing with?
Yeah, in fact, let's share the story with you. In fact, I made a little song, and I'm gonna do a little perform thing here and go over the tales of what we've done thus far, and kind of throw in a little bling bling along with the story just to make it enlightening, because I know that she enjoys a good story.
She does, absolutely. Why don't you go ahead and, yeah, sounds good. Why don't you give me a charisma or do one of your rolls, that'll be fine. Let me see what you kind of get. Perform rolls, that's what I meant. It's been so long since you performed. Excellent. So she seems quite enthralled in the whole story and is very interested and whatnot. And when she hears about Lustin being kind of trapped in the stasis sphere, Elagos says, "Oh, good dear. Was he able to get out?" "He was never very good at those traps, I have to be honest. Back when we were together, working together."
We managed to get him out and ended up trapping in my beautiful horse, but
Oh,
it all worked out. Everybody got free, and that thing won't be trapping anybody else.
I see. And so you guys kind of go through the story and tell him everything that's going on, and then Celeste says, "Oh, here's Chimera. I knew Chimera was going to show up." And so you see Chimera kind of walk in, and he's kind of a tall, older elven, probably probably in his I don't know, mid to late years, to be honest with you, and kind of walks in and nods to the table, and he says, "These are the adventurers that I've heard so much about," and kind of has a big smile across his face. And Celeste sort of says, "Please," she points to a chair, and he sits down. He says, "My apologies from Manzorian. He apologizes. Unfortunately, he had some pressing issues not on this plane, and he has been out dealing with that. He hopes to be back relatively soon. He begs that your forgiveness for his rudeness of not being here when you arrived."
Hey, it's a busy time. A lot of crazy stuff going on.
Yes, absolutely. The Manzorian says as soon as he comes in, he's going to be willing to meet with you. He has a lot he would like to discuss with you. He did receive some communication from Alustin saying that what was ongoing, and he feels that he may have some input that may help you with your endeavors. But he said, please enjoy the town, and if you want, the library temple here in Long Shadow is very good for any research that you may need to do. Our stores are very, very well stocked, so if there's any provisions or additional things that you may need in town, this would definitely be the place to do it. And then as soon as he comes, we will definitely find you and bring you over to see him. Celeste said to him, she's like, "Well, does he still want all of us together, or does he just want to meet with them?" And Chimera says, no, everybody. He feels that all minds are needed to figure out exactly what is going on. He really has no interest in asking you guys any questions about your adventures or your trip. He just says, is there anything that I can do to make things better for you? And he says, oh, by the way, all the accommodations and the food and the drink here are all on Manzorian. The staff now know that I heard that you unfortunately had to pay to quarter your horses or to have your horses placed in the stable. That will be returned to you. We'll make sure we get it back.
But I paid extra to have a special treatment for my horse.
Oh, very kind, sir.
Not just a simple horse, so.
Absolutely. Well, we would take the very best.